Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Rodrigo Bal, and welcome to the news show All for Money, where we report on how far humans will go to make money. There's so much greed in this world. Before we start, comment below on how far you or someone you know has gone to get their hands on money. How much does it cost there? I want to know. I'm going to list today's news and then hand it over to our guests, Donald Trump and Elon Musk, who will lead today's reports. Let's go. News 1. Donald Trump and Elon Musk are going to make Bitcoin hit $1 million. News number 2, Elon Musk helped kill a congressional spending bill, but a lot of what he spread was misinformation. It was fake news. Don't forget to like and share the link to this video in your WhatsApp and Telegram groups so that the people you care about can stay updated on this topic, okay? Let's continue. Now, I'll hand it over to our esteemed guest, Donald Trump. Are you listening there, Trump?
I am, Rodrigo. Leave it to me. Look, I'm going to tell you something that you might not even believe. Hold on tight. Did you know that Bitcoin, the one that everyone once said would amount to nothing, be worth $1 million by 2025? And guess what? I, Donald Trump, and my great friend, Elon Musk, are right in the middle of this story. It almost sounds like a V-script, doesn't it? But hold on. I'm going to explain everything clearly. In 2024, we had an important change in the cryptocurrency market. Approval of Bitcoin ETFs by the SEC in the United States. And what does that have to do with me? Well, I'm one of the biggest supporters of Bitcoin. These ETFs made it easier for large companies and investors to put their money into Bitcoin without having to go through those complicated platforms. In a short time, these ETFs have already surpassed even the volume of gold ETFs, which have been around for almost 20 years. But let's face it, not just anyone can compete with something that's literally called treasure, right? And why does this thing called Bitcoin have so much potential? Unlike gold, which you can dig up and find more of, Bitcoin has a limit. There can only be 21 million units. Every 4 years, the rate of new Bitcoin creation is halved, which increases scarcity. And as you know, rarer something is, the more valuable it becomes. Want an example? When I launch a hat from my limited edition collection, sells like hotcakes. Now imagine this with money, and there's more. During my presidential campaign, openly said that I am pro-Bitcoin. In fact, one of my senators suggested creating a strategic reserve of Bitcoin. The idea is for the government to buy 200,000 Bitcoins a year for 5 years. That, of course, shook up the market. Other countries can also join this race. And what happens when everyone wants to buy something that is already rare? The price is through the roof. It's not just the government that's keeping an eye on Bitcoin. My friend Elon Musk also got in on this. He put part of Tesla's cash into Bitcoin, and that was enough to get a lot of people excited. Big companies like Microsoft and Apple are also being pressured by their shareholders to do the same. Now tell me, if even Elon, who loves virtual dogs like Dogecoin, is taking Bitcoin seriously, who are we to doubt it? But here's realistic prediction. While I love to imagine Bitcoin reaching $1 million by 2025, that's something that might take a bit longer. Currently, Bitcoin is worth trillions, and to reach that astronomical value, massive investment would be needed. History shows that the price of Bitcoin goes up and then down, always in cycles. So, if you're thinking about investing, do it calmly and with a plan.
Now, I'm going to leave you thinking. Are we about to witness the biggest financial boom in history? Only time will tell. What do you all think? Comment down below, and I, Donald Trump, will respond. Now, it's up to you. Rodrigo.
Guys, now let's move on to news number 2. Elon Musk helped kill a congressional spending bill in the United States, but a lot of what he spread was misinformation. It was fake news. Now I'll pass the words to our guest, Elon Musk. Are you listening, Elon?
I am, Rodrigo. Leave it to me. Do you believe that one of my posts could take down a bill in Congress? That's right. That's exactly what happened. But hold on. I'll tell you all the details in a bit. First, let me say that I'm not a politician, but I've ended up getting more involved in politics than some elected officials out there. And I confess, it was without asking for permission. It all started with that bill that promised to prevent a government shutdown. I saw an opportunity, decided to comment, or rather, blow it up. There were over 100 posts on X, mixing facts, opinions, and, some wrong information. Who hasn't? But you see, it was for a good cause. I claimed that the bill gave a 40% raise to the members of Congress. Did I exaggerate? Maybe because the raise was only 3.8%. Details, right? The important thing is that my point was made. Then there was that story about the $3 billion for an NFL stadium. Seriously, who wouldn't be angry? But apparently, I misinterpreted the text. It seems that the money is more about transferring the land of RFK Stadium to Washington, D.C., at no cost to the federal government. Who would have thought? Even I make mistakes from time to time. Oh, and I also threw out that the bill was funding biological weapons labs. Fake news. Maybe, but they were biomedical research labs. Nothing to do with weapons. Anyway, was inspired. Of course, the bill was approved later, not without causing a basic chaos. Professor John Mark Hansen said I'm the new bully of social media. I love the title. And it seems that even Trump got worried about losing the spotlight. Honestly, it's fun to see others sweating over a simple tweet of mine. Now there's something I need to admit. It's much easier to criticize and tear down a project than to create something that pleases everyone. Ask Congressman Richard Neal, who complained that one of my tweets messed up all his work. It's not personal, Neal. It's just business. And for those who are curious, yes, we'll keep an eye on things and share my opinions, right or wrong. After all, what would Congress be without a little fun? But the suspense remains. What's going to be my next target? What's your opinion? Comment down below. And I, Elon Musk, will respond myself. Now it's up to you, Rodrigo.
Ladies and gentlemen, this video doesn't end now. It continues with us, chatting in the comments. If you find this video interesting, like it, share it, and subscribe.